doing hard physical things that make me feel great. Why would I stop doing that? Why would I listen to that voice that wants me to be a lesser version of myself? And here's the thing, guys, that voice is going to come back again today. It's going to cut. There's going to, after this, I'm motivated right now. I'll be motivated an hour from now, maybe 2 hours from now. I won't be motivated because maybe I'll be a little hungry. Maybe I'll get tired. And that voice is going to come back, try to get me to be a lesser version of myself. And I have the choice. I can listen to it and screw the future me, screw the person I could become over, screw the past me, the man I fled, all the work he did. Like the day that fat, sloppy Chris said, no, I'm going to go to the gym today. That was the most impressive, powerful Chris. More impressive than me right now because he took his fat, sloppy ass to the gym and he didn't want to. Every single rep he was doing was hard. Every single, waking up was hard. I was miserable. I hated waking up that early. Still don't enjoy it. But back then, that guy had the strongest willpower because he was able to take himself there. If you've done it 1,000 days in a row, the 1,001st day is a lot easier than day number one. Day number one is hard as shit. That's why it's so impressive. Like when people first start out, you got like 100 pounds to lose, and you're used to sleeping in at 7 o'clock every day, and all of a sudden you're waking up at 4 a.m. You haven't worked out in 6 years, and then you go to the gym. You've been eating 4,000 calories a day. Now you're at 2,500. Like that first day is impressive as hell. It's more impressive than day 300. But if you have a massive transformation to make, you cannot dip your toes in. You cannot say, well, I have 100 pounds to lose. I'm going to kind of stick to my macros. Not going to happen. Can't say I want a 7-figure business. I'm going to kind of reach out to people. Not going to happen. I want to save my marriage. My marriage is on the brink of divorce, which I hear all the time. My marriage is almost going to be in the stage of divorce. You hear that? I heard that probably 5 times this week. I'm going to kind of make an attempt with my wife. I'm going to kind of be intentional with her. I'm going to kind of pursue her. I'm going to do the things I know build our relationship today, maybe tomorrow, maybe the next day, maybe when I feel like it. Maybe I'm going to quit when it's hard. Huge transformations require huge changes. They require huge action. If you want it to be easy, then set your goals low. If you want what you're doing to be easy, then don't have big goals. Don't have big transformations you have to make. If you want a massive transformation in your life, you have to be ready for sacrifice. You have to be ready to give up the things that put you in the place you are right now. Because the man that you could become is out there waiting for you. He's out there waiting for you to just lift him up. He's like, man, I'm waiting. Like this, the potential you have. Jim Rohn, he says, become all you can become. He says, how much money should you make? As much as you can. How fit should you get? As fit as you can. He gives an analogy to a tree. He says, how tall does a tree go? How tall does a tree grow, is what he says. As tall as the tree can become. A tree doesn't grow 50% of its height and say, well, I'm good. Grows as tall as it possibly can grow. We gave the analogy of an ant the other day. When does an ant stop looking for food? Until it finds it or it dies. Become all you can become. We're the only ones that say, well, I could, like, this is the massive potential I have for my life. I'm going to stop short of it. Because we have so much complacency and ease built into our life. We have so much, it's so easy for us to not go all the way. We can survive. Animals can't survive if they don't go all the way. They go all the way or they die. Those are 2 options. But we're like, yeah, we're not going to go all the way because we're surviving right now. So we're surviving or we're going all the way. Why not go all the way? And I promise you will feel better. I promise you will feel on fire. You will feel more confident. You'll feel stronger. You will feel more joy. You'll have more energy if you're pushing yourself. Especially us men. Progress is life. Like we have to be growing and expanding or we're going to be miserable at all times. If you get to the spot where you feel like you've made it and you stay still, you're going to feel like you're going to get depressed and you're going to say, man, what's wrong? Well, it's because you stopped pushing yourself. It's because you gave up on those dreams that were so precious to you. And then our families are watching this happen, and our children are watching us do this, and they're saying, Dad, I want to be like you. Like Nathan, Dad, I want to be like you. But here's the sad part. Our kids want to be like us no matter what, up until a certain age, right? Like when your kids are young, they will follow you off a cliff. They love you so much. I say, Dad, I love you. I want to be like you. And you could say, well, son, I need you to eat healthy. And they'll say, Dad, but you're not healthy. I want to be like you. Not this, not what you're saying. I don't want to be like what you're saying. I want to be like you, Dad. And if they see you're out of shape, if they see you're undisciplined, if they see you how you treat your wife, they see you how you talk to them, they see how you talk to people, how you talk to the waitress, they say, Dad, I want to be like you. I love you. So we have the option to show them the life that we want them to have by living it, or we can lead them off a cliff. Like our kids love us so much, they will do anything we do. And that includes take on every single one of our bad habits. Every single one of them. That's the massive responsibility we have. We have that huge responsibility to live a life that we want our kids to have. If it was 20 years from now and your kids were you today, would you be full of peace and fulfillment? Like if your kids had your emotional habits, your discipline, your body, your love life, the relationship with your wife that you have, would you feel proud if they were where you are right now? You just transplant like one of those movies, you just boom, back and forth. They are you. Would you be happy with them? And now here's the implications. If we don't make a change, that's what's going to happen. They will become you.